everything. Plus, he knows all our calls, so when we yell something out, I think it gives him an advantage. I think it was Rasheed Rice was jogging off the field after he caught it and said something like, "Coach, I knew you guys were doing such and such." And I said, "You know what? When you go against each other every day for as long as we have now, that's why it'll be nice to get to Saturday to play somebody else."
Trying to win Super Bowls, man. It's the only way you get there, and I think it starts in the off season and kind of when you get out here to St. Joe and you get in training camp, man. It really signifies like coming together, the chemistry, the culture that you need to have to keep getting better every single day, every single week throughout the year, and hopefully playing your best football by December, January, and February.
The Kansas City Royals.
Bobby flied out to right field in his first at-bat. And that's into center field, and he'll put the Royals on the board.
There you go. Not waste any time at all. Royals up there being aggressive.
And Isbell bloops it into center field. And really not hit hard enough for the center fielder Duran to charge soon enough and show off his strong arm. And so the bloop hit works for the Royals as Isbell drives in two. In the air, left field, and deep. And over the wall! Jonathan India batting seventh tonight. It's a 3-run home run in the seventh inning. If you got a guy who hits the ball to left field, it's not an automatic run. Vinny hits a ground ball right side, and that's through. And Vinny gets another hit in the later innings. And Tolbert.
A save only. He said save only. Okay. So we do it for him.
All right, so I'll just say this. Game over.
That's what he wants.
7-3 Kansas City. The Red Sox 7-game winning streak is history.
All day.
And then back home at like.
Welcome into New Day with SSJ. What a wild morning, Jake. 15 minutes ago, what did you think was happening today?
Oh, I didn't have any expectations. None. I knew this guy would be here.
Gehrig Dieter is in the house.
I knew this guy.
Good morning.
Good morning to this. You've been up all day already.
Been up since Jake's been up. Checked Twitter randomly. Had to take my nephew to the airport at flight was at 5 a.m. So we
5 a.m. flight.
Left my house at, I think we left at 2:15, 2:30.
Attaboy.
Dropped him off. Stopped at Waffle House. Had some breakfast because I was kind of sleepy. And
Scrambled, covered?
No, just medium.
Medium?
Medium eggs.
Medium eggs.
And then drove back home. Got home at 4:45. Laid down. Fell asleep. And then I had my alarm for 5:25. I woke up. And then I think I just fell back asleep. Woke up at right when I texted you.
Full day.
And I'm like, uh-oh. Got in the car.
What else was on the text string?
A faculty retreat. I've never heard of it. Not at 6 a.m. I don't know any teachers out at 6 a.m. So
yeah, I imagine. I mean, I have some insiders at St. James that I should probably be texting.
You think Sherman? Here's the deal. I'm Todd Leabo. Steven St. John's on vacation. We all know that by now. Yeah. And last 2 weeks ago, maybe you talked to Dieter and Sherman and said, "Listen, Steven's going to be gone."
Right.
And they're like, "Let's do the whole 4 hours, the whole show." And they said, "Well, Leabo will come in." Well, you don't even need to come in. You're probably glad to see me now.
I could have handled it.
I know you could.
I would have been fine.
But it's okay to have two people in here.
It's better.
Especially after you've been awake for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Sherm used to be Mr. Dependable. He was the guy.
Mr. Automatic.
Yeah, he's not.
You were the guy who was flaky and would be here sometimes,
Boys,
gone sometimes.
I've never been like that ever. I don't. You guys come up with these narratives about me that are
and now
false.
This summer, Sherm turned into baseball dad.
Yeah.
Gone.
I've been consistent for 3 years.
And now,
I can only speak
what time did your text come?
Last year and a half.
What time did your text come from
5:53.
5:53. Sherm says.
He says, boys, I have a faculty retreat at St. James and needs to be done.
I believe it if he said at 8 a.m. because
they're not up at 6 probably.
There was the Shawnee Mission School. All the PE teachers were at Chicken and Pickle on what is today, Thursday. They were all there yesterday morning at 8 a.m.
Having a little get together, a conclave
from 8 to 3. learning like pickleball and
Yeah.
doing their conference.
I imagine that's probably the case.
Not 6 a.m.
No.
There's no way.
I mean, I know the president of the school. He was my basketball coach over at Aquinas. I should text Coach Tlicki.
Maybe Sherman could come on for a minute and explain himself to us sometime.
I mean, you would think. Just unbelievable.
Just pulls
How's
the
it work in
I'm out.
Chiefs training camp if you just don't show for something? Not good?
Yeah, not good. Not good for sure.
You ever have anyone just no-show up there? Like, where'd this guy go?
That's a good question. I don't,
Probably not a no-show. Late to meetings. You got some habitually late people.
I
Probably,
think we
right?
would
Not for
cover
long.
that. Like we would remember if someone
I don't.
wasn't.
Bro, I don't even think anybody was ever really late. Like, man, maybe my first year somebody was late to a meeting, but
Not for long.
No, no, not that I can think of. It's like you're always there, so it's
Yeah, it's hard to be late in St. Joseph.
Yeah.
Might be easier to be late when you get back to Kansas City after camp breaks.
that's more likely.
Yeah.
That's more likely.
Could get caught in traffic.
Yeah, people have been late, missed, have other things that just pop up, and
Don't be late for that plane.
I feel like somebody's missed the plane. Who was that? Some random D10 maybe.
To go to a game. Like you
Yeah.
guys come to the stadium, right? And then you get on the bus, and the bus goes, and the bus is going to go when the bus is going to go.
Yeah.
Where's so-and-so? I don't know.
We had a guy miss the bus for a game in college.
Yeah.
It's bad news. It was a big trip too. We were going to play Notre Dame, and it's the kid from Arizona,
Just didn't make it, man.
Joey Bag of Donuts. He had to borrow someone's car and drive to South Bend for the game.
Oh, my God. That's not that far, though. Not great, but at least it wasn't 10 hours or
from
something.
Macomb, that's like an 8-hour drive.
No good straight road there.
No.
Huh. Too bad. So here's the deal. We're going to be here till 10 today. You're good till 10.
I'm good, Todd.
All right. Sherm, we don't know.
Sure.
Is that a retreat?
He's out.
Hopefully they'll have a break during a retreat. He can just call in and say hello.
No, we're not taking his calls.
We're not
today.
taking his calls?
No.
He's got to earn his way back?
Yeah, this dude's been inconsistent, undependable, just not what you think of. Sure. It's unbelievable. I might have to sit him down and have a real word with him, see what's going on.
He's been a bit like the Yankees bullpen.
Just relax, Todd. Let's
But
wait till
now-
7 to talk about that.
It's better. I'm so glad they won last night because I didn't want you to be angry.
No,
coming
I
in
kind of
here.
wanted them to lose. I want Boone gone.
Well, he may
This
may
dude
take care of
throws
itself.
Bednard 45 pitches. He puts a closing pitcher in and leaves him in for 45 pitches in one inning. Come on, man.
Well,
Or not one inning, inning and a half.
Inning and a half. We had a good night though. The Royals won. The Yankees won, so people are happy.
I like it.
Even though you're not happy.
No,
but you're happy.
I need the Royals to beat the Red Sox, so that's good.
Yeah, it was all good. It was a good night. We have
your boy Yastrzemski. What a dog!
Wild
You guys
catch.
finally got
Nice
somebody out
catch.
there that's can hit.
Yeah, he got a few hits and put him in the leadoff spot. You know,
Nice
try and
move,
mix
JJ.
things up, and then Jonathan India hits a home run out of the 7-hole or whatever. The moves worked last night. It was all good, and they get a day off. Nothing like a day off after being on the road. This is a long road trip. They got 9 games, 10 days, 3 cities, and they're off today. And that little flight's always good coming home. You know what it's like to be on the flight after a win or a flight after a loss?
Yeah, I think the Yankees are on the same type of road trip right now. I feel like they've been on the road for a while and getting their ass
That one's fine.
Okay, getting their ass whooped, just up and down, losing the worst possible ways. But yeah, I mean, coming home after wins is definitely much more enjoyable. I mean, everybody kind of once that game's done, no matter what, win or lose, everybody's kind of moved on to the next week anyway. So it's not like we're sitting there moping on the back of the plane after a loss. People aren't holly and jolly, but nobody's like trying to fight each other. It's there's another game, and you just got to put that one in the back of the memory.
You haven't never had a fight on a plane? Come on now. Someone? Nobody?
No.
Not even in Alabama?
No.
Bowling Green?
Bowling Green. I mean, Bama, we didn't lose any games till the national
reason to fight,
championship.
yeah.
Bowling Green, no. We didn't really fly anywhere for Bowling Green. Couldn't afford it. Chiefs, no. I mean, I feel like I guess the most awkward one was after the Super Bowl in Tampa, but still then it's like it's the last time you're going to be with most of those guys, so you're not sitting there moping. Like, we were all having a good time, and you obviously aren't happy, but you're not going to sit there.
You guys still spent the night that night?
In Tampa?
Yeah.
No.
And you came back right
we
after?
came back right after.
Yeah, it was
Tampa.
weird, but too, it was COVID and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah. Man, Tampa, how did they get a Super Bowl? That hotel, we played there in the national championship at Bama, where we lost to, and stayed in the same exact hotel as we stayed at Super Bowl. Horrible hotel.
What, Renaissance or what was
What was
I
our
guess we don't
hotel?
need to- well,
Whatever it was. From going from Miami to Tampa the next year, like the Miami hotel was awesome.
Very chic. Yeah, it was a resort, right?
Yeah, it was the best. It was so fun. You had space. You had things to do. The Tampa one, you're stuck. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Dale Mabry Street with all the gentlemen's clubs, how the Tampa gets those, right? What was the name of that place? Mons Venus. That was the world
Easy.
famous.
Did you take a trip to Mons Venus?
No, I mean, we talked about it. That's been talked about on the air. It was 25 years ago. I was a young man. That was Final Four way back in the day.
Delicious steak at Mons Venus.
Yeah, no, that's. I saw some stat that I think Tampa has almost as many strip clubs per population per capita than.
I got stories about Tampa.
No, Tampa's Tampa.
I got stories about Tampa.
You guys like Tampa?
No.
No.
Oh, Tampa sucks.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times for work.
I got picked up walking through the drive-thru at McDonald's.
That's bad, Jake. I went to Tampa for a Final Four, and the Final Four games were in the baseball stadium. So that's not Tampa. That's St. Pete. So, but all the stuff was in Tampa. Our hotel was in Tampa. So then you had to go across that weird little low bridge that's barely above the water and drive over there and do stuff.
St. Pete's kind of cool.
St. Pete's nice.
Yeah.
I like St. Pete.
So we were over there for
Tampa's
that part of it. Now
Tampa sucks.
Hey, listen, that baseball stadium stunk 25 years ago, and that's where they had the
horrible.
Final Four.
Horrible.
The
horrible
Final
stadium.
Four was in there. That's what I saw Duke lose to UConn at that. That's Sherm's team.
We played the East-West Shrine game in that stadium at Tropicana.
It was bad then.
Oh, horrible. Horrible. You're like, this is...
It doesn't even have a top on it now.
It's
It's
a
just
major,
broken.
it's a major league
Ybor
stadium.
City.
Yeah, you walk in there,
Ybor
you're
City
like,
was all right.
it's all dark. You're like, what is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It had
not
a
ideal.
basketball game in there. It was beautiful.
I can't imagine.
And then I went back there for the Super Bowl, like maybe 2 years later, the Super Bowl with the Giants and Ravens. We had it for Radio Row down there. Didn't stay for the game, but we were in Tampa and went to a Thunder. Lightning. What do they call it? Lightning.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
I went to an NHL game down there during that.
that
Those are
01?
fun, right?
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
NHL games are great.
Yeah.
Those are
That
great.
was pretty good, but I don't need much Tampa. I don't honestly need much Florida in my life.
Yeah, Florida's...
I know you guys enjoyed your time in Miami
Miami's
because you won the
cool.
Super Bowl and all that stuff, and I was down there for like 9 days, sharing a room and a bed with Steven in our hotel that was out by the airport. We had to drive so far all the time because they had the Radio Row down there on South Beach.
Right, I remember
and it was just like a pain.
And I contend that
The traffic.
Florida has the worst drivers in all of America.
Terrible drivers.
In all 50 states, Florida has the worst drivers.
I spent so long on buses to come to your hotel. We'd get on the bus out by the airport, and then we would be on the bus for like an hour to get to your hotel early because Coach, you guys had an early media, so we would come out there, and I was just so freaking tired of being on those buses. I think I spent like 8 hours on buses that week, and it was never going more than like 20 miles. It was just so much. But the good news is the Chiefs won the Super Bowl, and that made it all better. You don't want to do all that time and then have the team not win. That's not as much fun.
Yeah, those are not good experience for anybody when you spend a lot of time, money, invest in a lot of things for a team and they don't end up winning because then everybody's just pissed at the end of the day. Like this past year, I had a lot of experiences that just didn't go well for people, and they based their lives on Chiefs and sports, and sometimes if it doesn't go well,
it hurts when you put a lot into it.
There's a lot of fans, and I would say Yankees fans myself. I put a lot of time into watching Yankee games, so that's why I get so mad if they going through some bad stretches. But it's part of the game, man. It's part of what makes it fun. When
It is part of the game.
When they win, it's great. When they lose, it sucks.
Yeah, it's and you got to just remember that most of the teams don't even make the playoffs.
Yeah,
and then you get there, and that's the frustration. I think we talked about this earlier this week. I think the league, especially the AFC, the teams, they're sick of losing to the Chiefs. They got to be, right? The Bills beat the Chiefs all the time in the regular season. They can never win in the postseason. The Ravens have great regular seasons. They fall short in the postseason. And every time they look up, oh, look here, it's the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. People are kind of sick of that. How long can this last, Gehrig?
I think that's the $1 million question, Todd. Everything ends at some point. I think as long as Pat and Coach Reed are together, I think they'll continue to be successful. I think our expectation level is Super Bowl or bust now, and it's unfair to a degree. I think obviously they have that potential to be in that game and win that game every single year, but there's so many good NFL teams and NFL players, and like you just said, Bills, there's the Bengals, there's the Ravens, Steelers might be decent.
People love the Broncos.
The
right
AFC
now.
West is really good. There's a lot of really good teams on the AFC side, so just fighting through the regular season this year and then that postseason run, you have to be on your A game every single game, and if you're not, you're going to lose, and that's what makes the NFL so crazy is that's every other sports, every other professional sports, there's a series.
Right.
And NFL just comes down to one game, and you guys saw last year with the Eagles, if you're not on your A game, you're going to get smoked, and that's just part of it, and you have to be clicking on all cylinders, and it's not easy. But I would say I think the Chiefs are in a good spot this year with what they did in the offseason. Everything seems to kind of be going well. Outside of Hollywood Brown's health, which we talked about last time. But we'll see. Preseason Saturday. Everybody's excited.
You're in a lot of wide receiver rooms over your lifetime of a football player, and you get these guys who are speedsters, and you get a little ankle, a little hammy, a little whatever. Sometimes, in my opinion, when you sit there and watch these guys, if they're not like right, they don't want to like go out there and injure themselves more. What? How difficult is it going to be for him to? They got some timing down last year in the preseason, but then he got hurt.
Yeah.
But the timing part of it, if you're not out there practicing, can't be easy if you haven't been on the team doing this stuff for a long time, right?
Yeah, and I think that was the issue when he came back was you go 3-4 months without doing anything full speed with Pat. And we saw just nothing clicked when he came back on his side of things. I think some other guys, it seemed like opportunities, especially like Xavier, things opened up for him on the outside and doing some other things with the ball. But for Hollywood, just never clicked. And that was my concern last time we talked about him last week or the week before was injuries. I mean, he's shown he's had it.
He still hasn't been on the practice field.
He's had that history of injuries, and that's just one thing that is unfortunate because it's part of the NFL, it's part of sports, is some guys just can't stay healthy no matter how much talent they have. Seems like one injury leads to another, and it just never seems like they can get right, which sucks for him because he's a hell of a football player, but it's just part of the game, and I think that's what makes like Pat so unique. That was what made Kelsey unique, Tyreek, like these guys that can play 13, 10, 8, 7 years in the NFL and be consistent playing every single game, fighting through some of these like muscle injuries or small things that I wouldn't say it's a mindset at the end of the day, but there's some injuries that are a mindset, and I think I don't know what Hollywood's dealing with.
An ankle. They haven't gotten real descriptive with it, but
yeah, there's some things you can push and some things you can't, but
when you're like a little speed guy, you got to have the legs like a 98%, right?
Yeah, you got to be right. There's like if I got injured and I had something, I might be able to work something just because I'm a bigger guy.
Yeah.
But if you're not a one-trick pony, but if your main thing is speed, if you're not full speed, you get what's the word?
A little easier to cover. You lose your superpower, right?
Yeah, you lose the there's one word that I want to say that I just can't think of, but I'll think of it in a minute. But once you lose it, and you don't have necessarily any other tools that are great, or like you're not well defined on a lot of other things.
Your main asset.
Yeah, I'll think of it and like it's gonna pop in my head in like 10 minutes. But if you're the speed guy, if you're not full speed, if you're not 100%, and that's your main thing, that's why I was kind of fortunate in my position that I wasn't a speed guy, so I had to learn all these other ways to get open,
positioning,
techniques. I mean, look at Kelsey. Like he's not a speed guy anymore, and I don't think he really ever was. So he's finding other ways to get open.
Like the old man in the gym, the basketball moves.
Exactly,
like his body and everything.
Luka Doncic. Like he's not. There's guys in the NBA that can just blow by you. Other guys have to get creative with how they win their one-on-one matchups. And yeah, I haven't been around Hollywood personally, and like been around practice since he's been there. So like I don't necessarily know exactly the type of like receiver he is. I mean, I saw what he would do with the Ravens and opportunities in his past, but it's just different in Kansas City. Like the workload's higher. The routes are somewhat different if you're not that 1 or 2 guy, and 1 or 2 meaning wide receiver 1 or Kelsey. So some opportunities to win routes are harder because the routes just aren't as good. Like you're just kind of, it's a post or a go or something where you're just clearing out, but you still need to win your route. So there's different things that are going on within the offense that makes it somewhat hard. But
it's got to be a mental side too if you're a speed guy and you've lost your superpower.
Oh, yeah. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
NFL is a mental game. Confidence is insane, and at the NFL level, once you lose that confidence, it's over. I think I saw some quote about, I think it was some Steelers guy. Aaron Rodgers was talking about him. He's like, he's got all the talent in the world. He can't get out of his own head. And I think that's the story with a lot of guys in the NFL is there's a lot of talent. They can't either get over the mental side of the learning of the plays, or just can't get out of their head if they fail a couple times. And I think we saw that with what's the tackle's name from last year that moved to guard?
Suamatea.
Yeah, I think he got in his own head.
Yeah,
I think he's got all the talent in the world to play at a high level. And I think once you get beat down, and the NFL is the perfect example because if you don't have everything clicking, you're going to get exposed. And
especially at that position, you're just out there.
If you're one-on-one versus some of those guys that they have to go against,
and your mistakes lead to sacks,
and
turnovers.
It's spotlight. It's the spotlight of it. It's a closer in baseball. Like I'm seeing it with Devin Williams with the Yankees. This guy's mental game is so weak, and it's just that hurdle. You gotta be mentally.
I say it all the time. A big difference between the 8th inning and the 9th inning.
Yeah,
in these baseball games.
Yeah, it's insane. And with Devin Williams, it doesn't matter what inning it is right now. This guy's just not good.
We're going to talk some baseball with Buster Olney at 7:00, and Anthony Sherman's not going to be here. I don't know. He said he was going to be here, but he's not going to be here. He's at a retreat of some sort.
Faculty.
Maybe we'll get him to text in at some point. We can read his text on the air if he could listen to us on the app. Jesse Newell will be on the phone with us. And I know you guys all saw this on Twitter. This is not Jesse Newell of the Kansas City Star. This is now Jesse Newell of The Athletic. He's switched. Lots of things afoot going on at camp with these media types changing jobs. We'll talk to him. We'll have a fun time here on New Day with SSJ. Gehrig Dieter is in the studio. I'm Todd Leabo. Steven's on the beach. Maybe we'll find Steven and ask him what he thinks about Sherman. I don't know. I was on the phone with Steven yesterday making sure his credential stuff got handled. Couple phone calls. He's doing all right. He said he got a little sun on him yesterday.
He's too busy making out underneath the moon.
I saw that.
He got a little sun on him last night.
PDA or what?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Making out underneath the moon.
She's just a friend, man. She's just a friend.
He's the king of the PDA. That's listen. He's out of town.
Let's leave it that way.
Oh, don't post everything.
All right.
What's up, Kansas City? Stephen St. John here for Custom Lawn and Landscape. Check them out online at customlawn.com or give them a call at 913-782-8315. And how about this? You know, you can do more in the fall to help your lawn more than any other time of the year. Okay? Custom Lawn, they're my go-to guys. Late summer, early fall, best time to seed your lawn. But there's so much confusion over what to do or what not to do. Do you power rake? Do you verticut? Do you aerate? Do you seed? What type of seed do you use? Do you fertilize when you seed? These are all just questions Jake asked me. I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's why I go to Custom Lawn and Landscape. They take all the guesswork out of it, out of your fall lawn renovation. They come to look at your lawn. They evaluate what a renovation practice would be best, and then they provide you with a free estimate the same day. How about that? Their lawn renovation packages include 3 follow-up visits, throughout the fall to make sure your investment is working the way it should. All of their lawn renovations include the same satisfaction guarantee that all of their services come with. They take care of my lawn. They should take care of your lawn. Doesn't matter where you live. They'll figure it out. Come on, call them. Do it. 913-782-8315 or online at customlawn.com and tell them SSJ sent you.
Welcome back to New Day with SSJ. You going to bring us back from break one of these times? You want to do that?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Next break.
I was practicing in the car.
Yeah.
With Jamie on my way to the news the other day.
How'd that go?
It was actually not bad.
Did you cook anything again, or what'd you do?
Now we had the executive chef from Kauffman Stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Cooked, which was good. We had a KC po' boy, which was really good. It was like
What's on
brisket in
that?
there.
Yeah,
It was
brisket,
brisket and a bunch of other stuff. Aqua Pennies
What are
came
those?
out and did a little cooking sample. Had an oyster, took a shot of an oyster.
Was it raw?
Yeah, raw
It was raw?
oyster. It was kind of funny.
I think
Did you like that?
Rockefeller is the only way I really like them.
I didn't.
Have you eaten those that way before often?
I had only one time in my life, and it was with Alex Smith. He made, when I was doing those rookie dinner or the quarterback dinners with them my first year, he made us do it.
Did you have a little hot sauce on there?
Yeah, it was like a hot sauce and something else they put on there. It was not bad.
A little horseradish.
It's just like getting the texture down and
Yeah,
like
a little gritty.
Yeah, slurping that thing down.
I got
slide off.
We have
You're
a
like, nope.
video from this year at the Super Bowl. The media thing in New Orleans it was great. I mean, you go around, there's just food from everywhere, and there's so many great restaurants down there. And Gabe said, "Well, here, take one of these oysters." This is really not my game. And I think it took me like 45 seconds.
Really?
To get that thing down, because I had eaten like 5 booths of food before that, so I was kind of like really not ready to eat it.
Yeah.
And
You don't really eat those things.
I know.
You
Well, I
swallow
didn't.
them.
It didn't go down right away, and then it was like
Sat in your mouth.
And I'm like, now he's taking video of me. I don't know if they posted. I don't think they. I didn't want this out there, but
It was out there. I remember seeing it.
I finished
Maybe
it.
you just send it to us.
But it was not my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's the weird part is about oysters. You think they'll just fall right off, but nah. You just gotta.
I tried to get the smallest one, but I had some hot sauce on it and had a little
they're
swig
not
of
bad.
beer to get them
They're
down.
not bad. It was fun though. The news was pretty fun. It was just like one thing after another, kind of like radio.
Yeah.
Like they have their guests, like it's so quick and
Did
everything.
your co-host show up to that one?
Those segments are a lot shorter though too.
Yeah, they're like 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
But they're so like it goes by so fast.
Did they tell you ahead of time not to curse?
No, they sent me the who was going to be on there the night before. I looked at the names. I didn't really know anybody, but they give like a little brief description, and then
Something must have rubbed off though, because you kind of hesitated when you said ass earlier. So maybe the TV rubbed off on you. On your best behavior.
I couldn't remember. Sometimes, yeah. We'll see what else flies off my tongue today. But I think they asked me to get there at like 8:15 for like the 9 o'clock, and I'm like, that sounds a little early. Like I feel like I just do better just getting there and just going. So I said I'll get there at like 8:45. I got there at like 8:50. Got in there.
Let them know, yeah.
Yeah, I got in there and we just rolled. Like mic me up and let's go.
Let's
I
go.
didn't do much talking. Like the Kerrigan did most of the talking, which was fine. I asked about one question per segment.
Yeah.
It's kind of awkward though. Like some of those things they have like this one girl on there that it's like basically like TMZ. Like she's just talking about celebrity gossip, and I'm like,
That's your stuff, man.
I'm like, what are we talking here? Talking about Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry dating. I'm like, what are we? I'm like, isn't he okay?
Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
They
I'm
hit
not
it
gonna
off
lie.
when they met.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So what's your thoughts on the celebrity news of the day, Gehrig? I don't know.
Yeah, it was yeah. If they asked
not
me
my
that, I would have
thing.
been like, I'm not too sure about that one. Kind of weird. I would just say kind of weird. Not my thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have my nephew like in the back, so anytime like there was something relatively like awkward or like funny, I would look at him. He's over there dying laughing.
Trudeau's Fidel Castro's son.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, look that one up.
Yeah, you should have brought that one up on the TV.
I should have. You guys should have told me.
I just did.
Maybe next time. We'll see what's going on.
Put that in the old search
Jake's
bar.
got all kinds of interesting things.
That in
he
the
we
old
built
search
a we built a terrarium.
Oh yeah, a little
Yeah.
turtle or something in there. What'd you have in there?
There was just some plants.
Oh, plants. Yeah.
It was it's a
aquarium.
ADHD craft thing.
Right.
Yes.
So yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
it was
take
cool.
You take it like a fish tank and you put.
I think we
plants
did
and
that
stuff.
in school maybe when I was a kid. Get a little rocks.
Terrarium.
Get some moss
Terrarium.
growing in
There was
there.
like a mini golf guy that was out there. Did a little mini golf, like portable mini golf.
Sounds like a lot of different things in segments.
Yeah, it was a wide variety. A couple foods, a little activity, a little celebrity gossip, terrarium building. Kidding me?
There's a future in this for you.
The weather. Talked about the weather.
You say it was hot.
No,
It was nice that day.
the
Nice
meteorologist took over and
Oh, they didn't even let you do your stuff?
Didn't even let me talk. It's all right though.
Guy thinks he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they need to let me host there, just myself for 1 hour straight. I did miss a live.
They don't.
I did miss a teleprompter read. She was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have you take us out of the break." Like we'll. I think I was supposed to say like we'll be right back.
Yeah.
But like I'm not used to looking at a teleprompter.
Yeah.
So it was right after the terrarium thing, and I'm just like looking at the guest, like we're talking. I felt like, and then I was supposed to read, but Kerrigan was good that she saw
Just
it.
took
and
it right over.
Yeah, took it.
You didn't go Ron Burgundy, did you? They put that whatever there. I'm Ron Burgundy.
Poop mouth Ron.
Well, we do have. You want to try right now? We got the training camp sponsors. You want to read some stuff?
I saw that.
You ready to read those?
I mean, I don't care.
Because we are going to go to training camp with Jesse Newell.
Yeah.
You want to do it now or you do it later?
And we can do it later.
We'll do it later. You get to familiarize yourself with the copy.
Yeah.
And you'll be ready to go.
I already looked at it. There's not any crazy words in there.
No. It's not crazy.
I really need this to start playing. All right, since Sherm's not here and he just no-showed us, we need to get his live read from mine and his show, and we need to play it once every hour today for not showing up.
I got to find that.
Deal?
You weren't here. We'll find where that is. It's in. I'll find the folder. There's a folder there. That was when they were doing the show at night.
It's so funny, dude. It is, and I feel bad for him because the way the live read was like actually like formatted, it was horrible. Like it just had no flow. So,
we have that problem sometimes.
I think I might be able to guess whose account that
dude,
was.
It was so bad, and you guys would be dying laughing. Have you ever heard it?
I'm not sure he's heard it.
I've heard it.
Marco was here then.
Yeah, Marco. Yeah.
I used to listen occasionally to you guys. I think I heard him, and I did not make sure I'm very happy.
Oh, it was so funny.
What can you do about it now?
I guess nothing.
What's he going to do?
What's he going to do?
Nothing.
Not come here?
I'll say this. I'm against this, Anthony. I would never do this.
That's what I'll say.
I think we got to do it. Punishment, man.
I could probably find it.
We'll have to find it at some point.
Oh, we'll find it. Hey, first preseason games come up. We'll talk about this throughout the show, but you were in this boat as an undrafted guy, and for Patrick Mahomes, his first preseason game is not the biggest thing in the world, right? But for a whole bunch of guys on this team, these games are the Super Bowl to them, right? Because maybe you'll never get to play in the National Football League, but this is the National Football League. You get to play that. What are some of the younger guys like going through their minds right now about getting ready for this game and making sure they've got all their stuff right?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of nerves if you haven't been there before, stepping on the field for the first time and going through like the pregame routine. It's just kind of different. It's organized once it's like an hour away, but you get to the stadium 3 hours before, so you're kind of just sitting there for a few hours and you have to figure out what you want to do. And some guys have routines, some guys don't. I think getting into whatever routine you're used to, the sooner the better is one thing that helped me, was just relaxing. I think me and Sherm and Pat and who else was a couple coaches would just go out literally like 3 hours before. We just sit on the bench and just hang out, talk, and then I don't know, 2 hours before you just start getting warmed up, start catching, throwing. But yeah, once you get into the game, preseason is so weird because the reps and getting into a flow. I mean, some guys don't even play till the second half, fourth quarter. It's tough because once you get out there, you have to be on. Like there's no really room for error, especially mental errors. Definitely not physical errors. No. You have to make the most out of your opportunities, not just for the Chiefs, but for other teams. If you get cut from the Chiefs, you got good tape out there. But just getting into the flow of the game, like you're used to playing every single snap your whole life, and then you get to the NFL, and even in practice, you get at least consistent reps where you're out there every 5 minutes and you're getting 3 plays in a row and you're out, but you're coming back in. But in preseason games, and it was kind of like the story of my career whenever I did play for the Chiefs in like a regular season game, is I wouldn't play for, I don't know, half the season. I wouldn't play for 10 games, and then I would play in one game and trying to get to the speed of other guys that you're just not used to playing at that speed.
Hard to just step in.
Yeah, you're very capable of playing in it, but you're just not used to it. And that's the hardest thing is being on full speed, 100%. At that moment that you get called to step in, and Yeah, I think with some guys it's a little bit easier. Like, to me, defense is a little bit easier because you're kind of involved every single play. Like, even if you're not getting the ball or if you're not getting tackles, you're not getting thrown at least you're kind of flying around. Offense, it's just not the same. Like,
especially at receiver.
Receiver in the preseason's, to me, like the hardest spot to do anything at because, one, you don't know what's going to happen with the O-line. You don't know necessarily who the quarterback's going to be. And then, two, like, the plays just aren't that good. Like, the play you're not doing anything like there's just not a lot of fun routes in the preseason, I'll say. Like, they're not double moves. There's not things where you can kind of shake somebody to get open. It's kind of the basic stuff. And it seems like every time I was ever in the game in the preseason, whatever coverage was out there was like the perfect coverage for whatever play we were running. So it's just, you never feel open. And that confidence factor goes down. You're like, oh, man, this is not good. And playing in Arizona, we played in Arizona was that my last year? The year before, yeah, I think my last year with the Chiefs, our last preseason game was in Arizona, and that field sucked. Like, I had some type of route where it was basically a through route right through the middle, and I was running up, I was setting up a linebacker to stop his feet and to go around him. As soon as I did that and started running, I slipped and fell, and then Shane Buechele threw it. He was throwing it to me. I probably would have scored, to be honest. And I fell, and it was a pick. And, like, that mental hurdle sucks because then you're like, oh, no, like, I'm going to get cut. You're just sitting on the sideline. You can't do anything about it. You're probably done for the game because that was just kind of your scripted reps, and you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
That's like a long flight back
right
after those games.
That's the tough part. Chiefs will be in Arizona on Saturday, first preseason game. Coach Reed will, today is Thursday. He's not talking today. He talked yesterday. No, he's talking today. Spags was yesterday. I can't remember what happened.
Nagy Spags, today's coach.
So he'll give us a little idea of what they're going to do rotation-wise. I'm sure he'll say the starters will play a little bit. It's generally what he does. A lot of them don't play like that. He'll probably do that. But then there's going to be 60, 70 plays in this game. And all these guys who people have been reading about will get to play, and it'll be big for them. And we will have pre and post on Saturday. Should be a fun time as the Chiefs season gets underway. They've got one more practice today, off for a couple. They go back to camp. That's the weird part. We'll talk about more training camp stuff with Jake Gutierrez as we roll on New Day.
Stephen St. John here for Diamond Direct. That's where I shop. People I love. And you should go there too and talk to Angie, the GM, David, the store manager, or my man Tom, located off 119th in a row. Diamond Direct. And right now, how about this deal? If you were thinking about getting engaged, go ahead and pop the question. Because you can buy an engagement ring and get the wedding band free at Diamonds Direct. That is awesome. They've got everything from $500 gifts to once-in-a-lifetime treasures. And the perks keep on coming. Free cleanings, free sizing, lifetime service. You know what? You can always go back, just like I do, if you need anything. Diamonds Direct is direct. No extra layers, no nonsense. Just quality diamonds at a price you can actually feel good about. Diamonds Direct, off 119th in a row. If you want the real deal, go direct. Diamonds Direct. Tell them SSJ sent you.
Welcome back into New Day with SSJ, without SSJ, without Anthony Sherman, with Gehrig Dieter.
Some guys are just more reliable than others, man.
Any more things from Sherm here?
No.
Other than
he bowed out.
Nothing.
No.
I think he probably woke up late and was like,
He would never. I'm sure he's got more responsibilities now. He hasn't had these job responsibilities. He's coaching football.
There's no job responsibilities almost in the world other than professional athletes where you need to be there, or radio host at 6 a.m.
Yeah, probably not.
I guess a doctor, athlete, radio host.
That's it.
Maybe taxi driver.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else.
Waffle House.
Hey, that never
24
shuts.
hours.
24 hours. Quick trip. Never
trip.
shuts.
Only a few things. Sherm, football coach? No way.
Now, this would be different if they were having two-a-days or something. They start.
They don't
at
even
6
start
a.m.
till like the 17th.
Yeah, they
I
can't
think.
start, right?
Yeah,
You
Kansas,
can't start.
Kansas is weird, man.
K-Shaw.
You get 1 week before school starts or something, I heard. I think in Kansas you can't start till 1 week before
I think
school
it's
actually starts.
17th
It's
or
different.
something.
I mean, from when I played. I mean,
No, there were no rules back then.
we would have
3-a-days.
We did. It was
Start
crazy.
at 4 a.m., buddy.
No, we'd start at 6, but we'd have like an hour and a half in the morning of just all it was fitness. Then we'd have training in the afternoon, and then we'd have full games in the evening.
But Sherm's at a retreat.
Yeah, well,
Doesn't even make sense. I'm gonna call him
Faculty
after this
retreat.
and figure this out.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
It's kind of ridiculous. It's all right though. We're here.
We're here.
We're present.
We are going to have Buster Olney coming up at 7 o'clock, talk a little Major League Baseball. The Royals got a big win last night against Boston. Gehrig's Yankees beat the Rangers. First win in a while. Feeling better?
would that end a 5-game skid?
Yeah. I'm in between, man. I don't think they're ever going to get the job done with Aaron Boone. So
You want
to
to just rip the Band-Aid off this year, just fire him?
Well, I'd rather them just start getting smoked every single game like they have been, and then
that would help the Royals,
and then get him out of there. But man, I'll ask Buster what he thinks of him. At least it might clear my mind a little bit. I'm too emotional.
Too emotional right now. We'll talk to Jesse Newell about Chiefs camp at 8 o'clock as well, and then you're going to find us a special guest at 9. Jake said you were going to get us some guests on.
Yeah, I've been failing all week on a lot of things. That was one of them too.
You're doing fine.
We still got time though.
We got time. We're having fun
2
though.
hours.
We have lots to talk about with baseball, football, and college football starting as well. I mean, the fall camps are already underway for college football. It's an exciting time for that. We have week 0 games.
Any Given Saturday, the new Netflix series.
There's the SEC thing. Have you watched
I was
any of
in
that
it.
yet? You're in it?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Are you really?
Yep. Go watch and find it and screenshot it and send it to me.
I
haven't started watching it yet.
I watched the
I'm
first
gonna
episode.
start
What?
I think I'm in the second one.
Okay.
Down at a Bama game or something?
No, it was Billy Napier. His dad had, I think he's got Alzheimer's or ALS or something like that. I think it's Alzheimer's. And we took a picture with him after a practice, and they put that picture in the documentary.
Well, I started the second one, but then I was like, it's almost 10 o'clock.
You got to go to sleep. Some of us get up here and get to work at 6 a.m.
Need to go to bed. So
Yeah.
I watched the first 10 minutes of the second one was a lot of Florida.
It will be that one.
Yeah, because it had
Is it good?
Graham
You guys
Mertz.
like that?
Graham Mertz. It was all right. Obviously, I'm not a giant SEC fan, but it I will say, watching Brian Kelly, who was featured on the first one, it doesn't make you like him anymore.
Yeah, nobody likes that guy.
I mean, it's just because then you have Shane Beamer. Because they kind of featured LSU and South Carolina on the first episode.
Shane Beamer's very likable.
Yeah.
Right. It's like
they two opposites.
But that's exactly what they did. It's like you're watching Brian Kelly and you're like, what a dick. And then you watch Shane Beamer, you're like, I play for that guy. I like that dude.
Yeah.
And so it is. I mean, I think anything that Netflix does, the box-to-box production or
so good.
It is. They do a
Their
fantastic
golf,
job.
their F1,
Yep. All
quarterback.
The new WWE one's great too.
Got to figure out what type of cameras they're using over there.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It
And they
is.
get access, too. That's the key. I mean, I talked about this yesterday. I'm going to be excited to watch this ESPN Plus deal with Chiefs that's coming out, documenting last year. That's going to be interesting because there's going to be all kinds of access that we don't get to go. I mean, when we're in the media, we get some access that fans don't get, but you don't get those kind of interviews and the stuff that happens. The Chiefs do, and it's a fun job. People always love the video after a win or something of Coach Reed rounding everyone up, and how about them Chiefs and stuff like that. But those are 30 seconds long. There's a lot more time in there right after the games that is probably pretty cool. I think we'll probably see more of that. Now, I will also say this. The Chiefs aren't going to show you something they don't want you to see. That was one of the things that was interesting about that quarterback, the first year of the quarterback with Patrick Mahomes, because if you watched how that went, they'd have play calls and stuff with Kirk Cousins. You weren't hearing any play calls and stuff like that with, on the headsets or anything like that. They're like, we're not doing that. I appreciate that. You don't want to give away all your stuff, but Coach is a little guarded with some of those things. But
I think everybody knows what, by this point in Coach Reed's career, I feel like everybody knows what those plays are called.
Switch up some verbiage here or there, maybe.
I feel like it's not that different.
He does keep some things a little private, though, and stuff there.
Yeah, there's definitely things you don't want to show, but
yeah.
I feel like verbiage, it's almost universal. There's definitely the one-offs that everybody knows about with the Chiefs, the sausage, all those random ones that Coach Reed will come up with. But for the most part, I feel like they're pretty general.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I think that starts. Was it dropped maybe Friday or Saturday, or not this week? Next week, I think it's the 14th or something is when that
Chiefs
comes
one.
Out. Yeah,
I never watched quarterback ones. Never watched any of them. I feel like I got out of sports documentaries for some reason.
I did. I liked the first quarterback one because it was the Chiefs. The receiver one kind of tapped out on, and I've watched most of this one, but sometimes I'll turn it on at night and I'll fall asleep. Joe Burrow's unlikable for me.
Oh God, it's terrible. Oh, he is. Oh,
what's wrong with them?
Some guys and some people don't want to do this because it's a lot to have these people especially if things go bad for you. Kirk Cousins done this twice, gotten hurt both times.
Yeah, no, it's going to be bad. I've only been through the first two at quarterback, but it's like Burrow's like, I don't even know.
Stylist
I don't even know how to run my washing machine. Yeah. It's like, okay, if that's true, that's fine.
I'd say he's probably being honest.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's like, I don't know.
When did you learn to do your own laundry? Say never.
Once I got to the NFL.
Really?
But when you're growing up, you didn't know how to turn on a washing machine?
Oh, I could do it all, yeah.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He's like,
it'd be fun to watch Pat try to mow a lawn or something.
Did you ever have a job before? Did you have a high school job?
No high school job.
Here we go. It's one of these entitled kids right here. Never had a high school job.
I worked at a Bowling Green golf course for one day and decided it wasn't for me.
Yeah, it's my first.
Oh my God. Your first job chicken and pickle?
My first real job outside of football, yeah.
See? He's one of these guys.
Mine was Pride Cleaners. I worked at a Pride Cleaners.
My brothers had jobs.
When I was 14.
I was just focused on sports.
We just sit in the back and smoke weed. That's what we did.
Hey, you got the job done.
It's one of those drive-through cleaners.
Yeah.
They come pick up their laundry.
They drop them off, pick them up.
Yeah.
The old dry cleaner. You know who doesn't have to go to the dry cleaner? Me. I don't have fancy clothes. I had a new suit and I got it at Houndstooth, because when my daughter got married and a shirt, and I've worn some fancy clothes to some of these galas and stuff.
As you should, Todd.
And I actually had to go to the dry cleaner and launder my fancy shirt.
Light starch, buddy.
Been a while. I
it
just
does kind
of
suck going. Every time I wear my suit, I don't take it to the dry cleaner right away. I don't take
then
it there.
Whoops.
Yeah, I don't take it until I need it again.
I need
around
this
for
in 2 days. Come on.
4 months, and then I go there I'm like, hey, I need this done today.
This pressed out and cleaned.
Help me out here, boys.
Do the best you can.
Yeah, you got to be more organized. You got to be more organized. More organized than Anthony Sherman for sure, because he's not even here. He didn't know what he was supposed to be today. We're going to talk to Buster Olney about the Major League Baseball season coming up next.